Can we make an ordered pair? We sure can. Remember, we plug 0 into x, so that's our 0 coordinate for x, and 5 is our y. So we still make an ordered pair. Okay. Okay, can we plot that? Absolutely. Let's make sure that this is a y-intercept. 0, 5. Okay, it looks to me like this is a y-intercept. Isn't that where it's supposed to be? Lie on the y-axis. Does our line pass through these axes? Of course it does. Of course it does. Does that make sense? So, of course, do you like graphing with a table? Some of you guys were going to love that. Some of you guys may love this. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's still the same line. Okay, and this is one way of doing it, plugging in 0 to the opposite value. To find your x-intercept, you plug 0 into y. To find your y-intercept, you plug 0 into x. Opposites there. Okay? Here's another way of looking at it. Okay, some of you guys might be a little bit more visual. So let's check this out. Another example. Remember, standard form. Don't stress about it. Still linear. No exponents greater than 1. We're good. Okay. We still want to find our x and y intercepts. And then we're going to plot them. We're going to change it up. So the rule up here was to plug in 0 for the opposite value, correct? Watch this neat trick. If I have this problem, x plus 5y equals negative 20. What value do we not want? Well, we don't want y right now because we want to find our x-intercept. So guess what you get to do? You get to cover it up. Literally, put your finger over top of it. It is gone, right? Even if we plug 0 into y, wouldn't it wipe out anyway? So just cover it up. Less work for you, right? If you cover it up, what do you see? Well, hopefully you see x, don't worry about that plus sign, x equals negative 20. Isn't that the x-intercept that we want? Isn't x by itself? Absolutely. So if you cover it up, I'm just going to do that for right now because I can't leave that there. You should see x equals negative 20. And isn't that your x-intercept? X is by itself. Okay, write it as an ordered pair again. Okay, where's negative 20 going to go? Into x. What's the y? Are we going to be moving up and down from the x-axis? Nope. We covered up. We don't want to move up and down. Okay? Let's do our y-intercept, and then we'll plot those. Same rule. So what did we do over here? Cover up. The y and the number next to it. Okay, so you're basically covering up the y term. That's another way of saying it. Just kind of like what we did. We just put our finger right over top 5y. Let's do that with the y value. Finding the y-intercept. What do you think we're going to cover up? What do we not want anymore? You got it. We don't want the x. We just want the y. So go ahead. Put your finger over top of the x or something, your pencil, whatever that can cover up that x. Doesn't matter, okay, even if I use my pen, what do we have left? What do you see if we cover up the x? That's right, you see 5y equals negative 20. Totally fine. So once again, I'm just going to cross it out. Okay, is y by itself right now? No. Let's get it by itself. We're going to have to divide by 5. Okay. So you get negative 4. Let's make an ordered pair. Do we have an x value? Are we moving left or right? Or do we want to stay right on the y-axis? Stay right on the y-axis, so we have a 0. Okay, and then negative 4. Okay. Okay, you might be looking here, what's this rule again? Once again, just like above, like before we said, you're just covering up the opposite term. So you're going to cover up the x and a number next to it. Pretty simple, right? Now, you should be going, ooh, that's not going to fit on my table. It's okay. I got extra graph paper. So let's take a look. So remember those points, -20, comma 0, and 0, comma -4. Okay, let's go ahead and plot this. Okay. I made my own little table using the bigger graph paper so that I can plot that -20. Okay, let me fix this. Sorry, guys. All right. Got my origin. Where am I headed? Well, I'm headed to -20 on the x-axis, comma 0. So I'm going to count out 20. This is my take a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, it's okay. Still got a point. Is that the x-intercept? Hey, we must have done it right. 0, 4. Oh, sorry, -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks good to me. On the y-axis, I have my x-axis. Can I make a line out of this? Connect your dots once again. Okay. So do we still have a linear equation? Do we still have a line? Absolutely. We're just another way of graphing, just using the intercepts. Okay? All right. Let's take a look at another way that you might see this. So I showed you standard form. Let's go back to what we're used to seeing. Okay? We're used to seeing it in this format, correct? This is slope-intercept. Okay? We know this. Let's go back to it. We're going to be doing a little bit of work here, unfortunately. Okay? So let's take a look. Still trying to find our x and y intercepts, and we're going to plot them, of course. Okay. All right, I'm going to use the plug-in method here. I'm going to plug 0 in. I think this will be a little bit easier on you guys. So if I want to find my x-intercept, what do I need to put into y? Or what do I got to do with y? Cover it up or plug in 0. So 0 equals 2x minus 4. Wow, I got a lot of stuff next to x. Go back to solving equations. What should we get rid of first? Right. The number over here, near the x. Add 4, add 4. I got 4, bring down everything else. Does that make sense? Divide by 2, and you're done. Do we have an x-intercept? We sure do. Write it as a ordered pair. Wonderful. Y-intercept, here we go. What are we doing? How do we find a y-intercept? What do we got to do to x? Plug 0 in or cover it up. Okay. Y equals 2, plug in 0, minus 4. What's going to happen? Well, the slope technically is going to cancel out, and we are just left with, remember, this is our b, so you should know this. This is our y-intercept. Okay? Remember, write it as an ordered pair. 0, -4, and we are pretty much done. Okay. Then, let's plot these. 2, 0. Oops. Man. Sorry, guys. 0, -4. Can we still draw our line? Sure. Got 2 points. We can make a line. Connect your dots, like so. Arrows. And we're done. Pretty easy, right? A little bit of work on the x-intercept, y-intercept, super easy. Okay, let's try one more, a little bit harder. Fractions, of course. Same process. Still graphing, just a different way. X-intercept, how do we find it? What do we got to do with y? Cover it up, or, that's right, substitute it in with 0. That's the way I'm going to show you. All right, what do I move first? Everybody should be saying, let's get rid of that positive 4. So we subtract 4 from both sides. We're left with 0 minus 4 is -4. We have -1 over 4x. Ooh, fractions again. Okay. What can we do? How do we clear off fractions? Right? We want to multiply by r.